Have you ever felt like you lost your spark and you don't even know when it happened? Like one day you were happy, inspired, motivated, and then the next day you're in your bed scrolling, not wanting to do anything. Suddenly everything in your life feels wrong. You're questioning everything, but then you're too drained to fix any of it. That's what losing your spark feels like. And I know this because I've been there. But here's the interesting part, and the part that makes me relax just a little bit when I'm in a rut. You're not actually lazy and you haven't lost yourself. What's really happening is so much more fixable than that. And once I understood this, it made getting out of a rut and getting my spark back so much easier. For me, it usually gets to a point where I think about my life way more than I'm actually living it. And once I've really lost my spark, I start to question all the big things. Like, what am I doing here? What am I doing with my life? What is wrong with me? What do I need to fix? All the huge things. And when I'm in a rut, I have answers to nothing. And it just makes me feel like everything is wrong with me, with my life. It's just all doom and gloom. And I'm mentioning all of this because getting your spark back is actually way more simple than that. It's really not that complicated. So we're gonna go through it together step by step and we're gonna get your spark back, I promise. If you're new here, hi, I'm Nika, welcome. I make videos all about basically how to get your life together, everything from habits, productivity, money, your mindset, and just feeling like yourself again. But more than anything, I try to make my videos very practical. So if you're trying to level up your life in a way that actually sticks, I think you'll like it here, or I hope you'll like it here. And I also share a lot on Instagram, and I have my Notion planners always linked down below, just in case you need a little bit of help staying organized and on track. So the first thing we're gonna do to get our spark back is something we're actually gonna stop doing, and that's focusing on the big picture stuff, trying to fix all these big questions straight away. It's just not gonna work while you're feeling your best. You're not gonna get good ideas. You're just gonna neurotically try to fix something as quickly as possible. And that's when you usually don't get the best plan, So let's just shelf that for now. When you lose your spark, part of it is that your energy is super drained. It's like having 10 billion tabs open. We need to close a bunch of tabs and just focus on one for now, okay? You're drained, you're overwhelmed. Focusing on these big picture things is not gonna be any help to you at all. So it's time to just reset the system. Also, quick side note, this video is sponsored by Erculj, but it actually fits really, really well with what we're talking about. Because one thing I noticed when I felt like I lost my spark is that my whole life just felt like a mess. And getting things a little bit organized really, really helps to calm me down and get me to slowly get my spark back. And I'm not just talking about me feeling like a mess, my space being a mess, but also my digital space was a disaster. I just had files everywhere, Google Drive, random downloads, screenshots, emails, and every time I needed something, I just spent so long trying to find it. And it sounds kind of small, but that kind of consistent friction really, really drains your energy. So this is where Erculj has actually been really, really helpful. It basically connects all of your stuff, your Google Drive, your Dropbox, your email, everything into one place. So you're not jumping between all these different apps, just trying to remember where things are. And what I really, really like, because I suck at naming files consistently just my whole life, is that you don't even have to remember the exact file name. You can just search what something is about and it just finds it. It even organizes things automatically and actually understands what your files are, which just makes everything way less chaotic and disorganized. And honestly, when you're trying to get your life together and just get your spark back, having less friction like this really makes a much bigger difference than you actually think. It's just one less thing draining your energy. So if you want to try it out, go to erculj.com/Nika and use the promo code Nika to try your first month for free. Your future organized self will honestly thank you. The most simple explanation of what getting your spark back really means is you feeling alive again. Think back to the times when someone told you, oh, you're just shining, you have a spark, or you said that to someone else. Usually it's because you sense that they feel alive. They have a lot of energy. They're just their soul has come to life. You know what I mean? So that is what we need to get back. And that is actually so much more simple than you having a 10 billion step plan of how you're gonna reinvent yourself and change your whole life in a day, okay? So we need to start prioritizing doing things just because they feel good. There's no other purpose to it. It's not something that's on your to-do list that you have to do, or you have to do it in order to better yourself or to fulfill whatever project. This is all about you bringing back play and bringing back enjoyment and doing things just because it feels good. And a lot of those things are really, really small. Like you're scrolling in bed and all of a sudden you're like, oh, I want to paint. And then instead of, getting up to do it, because that seems like so much effort, you just keep scrolling, even though scrolling is going to make you feel way worse than painting actually would. That would make you feel alive and full of energy and like you're doing something for yourself, again, just because you enjoy it. Or you're on a drive and you think of this cute road that but you don't take that route because it's a bit longer or there's more traffic. But imagine you would take that route, roll down your windows and sing out loud. Like, imagine how much more alive that would make you feel. I know we all have busy lives, we all have to-do lists and things that we're trying to accomplish, but we're losing feeling alive. We're losing like actually nourishing ourselves, nourishing our souls, not just like filling a to-do list. Your body, your mind, you want to feel alive. You want to feel like you're actually living your life. So give yourself that chance. I know at the beginning it's gonna feel like it's so much effort. Like, you're cooking and you get an idea of like, oh, I want to put on a playlist and dance around. That might feel silly and it's going to take maybe a few minutes longer, but like do that for yourself. That is going to give you your spark back and that is going to make you shine and feel happier and so much more positive and give you more ideas, get you to be more creative, more full of energy. That is what gives you life. And in this world, in this busy world, a lot of us put that to the side completely, and it's no wonder that we're all so anxious and overwhelmed and feel like we've lost our spark. So what do you want to do right now just because you want to do it, just because it's going to feel good? And then don't push it off. Actually go and do it. If you feel like you've been ignoring those thoughts, those like calls for play and for pleasure and for just enjoyment, one thing you can do that makes this really, really simple and make it feel like kind of like a practice, if you're more like systematic and you need like a system for something, that's how I am, so I get it. One thing you can ask yourself is, what would someone who loves themselves do? And then whatever answer pops up first, you get up and you do that thing, okay? You don't procrastinate on it, you answer the call. And this is something you can do as often as you want to. Maybe for now it's gonna be once a day, then you can just start using it whenever you want, whenever you have free time or you're driving, and instead of going straight home after work, you ask yourself, what would someone who loves themselves do right now? And then whatever pops up, maybe that will be go get a coffee on the way, or stop here because it's a pretty spot and walk around. Or maybe it's just like putting a simple song on that you want to listen to right now. Like, answer the calls for pleasure, for fun, for play, for laughter, for just you feeling good, you enjoying yourself. That is honestly the number one thing that's going to get your spark back. And it's also just gonna make you love your life so much more. The next thing that a lot of us forget about when we have lost our spark is connection. A lot of us isolate ourselves when we're not doing well. As an eldest daughter, eldest granddaughter, I do this like a pro, okay? I just wanna fix it all by myself, lock myself in a room and not see anyone or speak to anyone. And when you feel like you're in a rut or you've lost your spark, you need people, okay? You need connection, you need community. We are wired to need that. It is one of our most basic needs. So I know it might feel like a lot of effort, but pick up your phone, text someone or call someone and make a plan. My favorite thing to do, which I will admit is hard to do when I am really low, but always helps me, is making a plan with a friend or a loved one and going for a walk in nature and just chatting. I feel 10 times better when I get back home. It is like night and day. There is usually a root cause for why we feel the way we feel. And especially if we're in a rut, we're feeling really low, we've lost our spark, a lot of the time it's hard to even fully get what got us there in the first place. Again, it's like one day you're fine, you're motivated, you're excited, and then all of a sudden you're like, what happened? Why do I feel so awful? Sometimes it's very obvious, like a big event or a big change. And if you are at a place where you're like, I genuinely don't know what got me here, like I don't feel good, but I don't know why, I have an exercise that has honestly changed my life so much. For me, emotions feel so abstract. Like whenever someone says, oh, you just need to feel it through, I'm like, girl, I don't know how, okay? My mind distracts me. It just does not work. I, again, need a system. I need something to follow step by step and like write it out. So this exercise is from a book called How to Love Yourself by Teal Swan. It's always in my Amazon storefront. I have like books that have genuinely changed my life, and that one is definitely in there. It's one of my favorites. There's so many helpful exercises in there, but that one in particular, life-changing. It basically takes you through different sections of questions, and it brings you through the process of how you're meant to process your emotions in a healthy way. And it always makes me cry. It always like works for me every time. So if you're just stuck, you don't know why, give this a try. Takes a bit of time, a bit of energy, but it is so worth it. Often we're also really stuck in the past, like we're nostalgic for a part of us that's maybe no longer here. We're longing for a past experience, a time in our life, a person even, and it's really hard to get your spark back when you're living in the past and you're longing for something that's no longer here. That's really, really hard to accept sometimes, but you can't really get that spark and like feel alive and have that energy if you're in the past. If you're stuck in the past, you're not in the present moment at all. How can you feel alive if you're not here? So if this resonates with you, things have probably changed. You have probably changed. So what does Sarah right now want? What makes Sarah shine? Like, get to know this new part of yourself, give yourself a chance, allow yourself to basically turn over a new page. And you might want to start really, really small. Maybe that just means getting a new mug that you drink out of every day. Maybe it's wearing a skirt that just is really out of your comfort zone, but you really like it. Maybe it's printing off a bunch of like quotes or images that make you happy and pasting them all over your bathroom just for a little bit of a change of energy. Maybe it's making a new vision board that actually reflects the things that make you feel alive. Going to a ceramics class just because you've always wanted to go and you never give yourself a chance. Or maybe it's bigger things like getting yourself to go to that shelter finally and adopt an animal if that's something you've always longed for and wanted. Allow yourself to live again. Get out of your own way. It's usually so much more simple than we think. Another thing that's really, really helpful when you've kind of lost your spark is to work towards something that's really important and meaningful to you. Maybe that's a task, maybe it's a goal. It doesn't have to be something that's like super productive, like building a business or something huge. Just something that feels really important to you that you're gravitating towards. It's going to really help you to get in the flow of creating, of moving forward, of like chipping away at something that's important to you. And that gives you that momentum, and that kind of energy can really help you to create that spark that you're longing. Something that might actually really help you is a Notion template I made. It's called The Ultimate Reset. I basically made it for like end of the year planning when you want to map out your new chapter, your new year, but you can totally do it anytime. So if that's something you want to do, like map things out and really know what you want to focus on and where you want your energy to go, what's going to give you that spark, you can totally check that out. I'll link it down below. Alrighty guys, that is it for this video. I really, really hope this was helpful. I hope this will help you to get your spark back. I promise it's so much more simple and so much easier than we make it out to be. It doesn't have to be this 10 billion step plan. Just focus on the things that make you feel alive. That really is what it comes down to. So again, I hope this helped you out and I hope you enjoyed the video, and I can't wait to see you really, really soon.